Ukraine is striking at oil refineries and pipelines of Russia, which, in turn, is not staying in debt. Russian media says that rear sabotage has recently become a powerful trump card of Ukraine during the special operation. Their asymmetry, the scale of defeats, and the systematic nature of it give rise to thought. And the head of the Main Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Kirill Budanov, and the Director of the Security Service of Ukraine, Vasyl Malyuk, promise that this is only the beginning. Russian media reporter recalls that recently Ukraine successfully carried out a secret operation, Web, in our deep rear. Ukrainian drones attacked long-range aviation bases Belaya, Dyagilevo, Olenya, Ivanovo. This event turned the doctrine of modern warfare upside down. Before this, perhaps, the method of concentrating attack UAVs in sleep mode on a mobile platform inside enemy territory had never been used. On June the 27th, due to a UAV attack at the Marinovka airfield in the Volgograd region, 2 Su-34s were destroyed and 2 were damaged. By the way, on August the 22nd, 2024, Marinovka was already subjected to strikes by Ukrainian drones, resulting in a strong detonation. Also in June, Ukraine organized a raid on a drone production facility in Tatarstan, where they used not only the previously used Aerosaw Ninja, but also a new kamikaze with a 100-kilogram FP-1 warhead. In the second half of the summer, attacks on Russian railways, infrastructure, Russian oil refining, and hydrocarbon transportation systems intensified. In particular, the targets were the Afipsky, Volgogradsky, Novokubishevsky, Novoshakhtinsky, and according to one version, Omsk, Samara, Saratovsky, Slavyansky na Kubani, and Syzransky oil refineries. Isn't that too many? Oil refineries are considered the easiest and most vulnerable targets. It is not surprising that, according to foreign media reports in August, Ukrainian drones disabled 13% of Russia's oil refining potential. Just in case, let us mention that in April of last year, then Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin stated, "Strikes by the Ukrainian armed forces on Russian oil refineries are unacceptable, as they negatively affect the global fuel and energy market. But this, as they say, is a thing of the past." It is said that on August the 24th, Ust-Luga was attacked by Ukrainian drones. The accuracy of the strike compensated for its low power. A fire broke out at the Novatek terminal. According to some reports, the attack led to critical damage to the cryogenic fractionation unit. This is a key link in the technological chain that turns gas condensate into a valuable oil product. Let us recall that Ust-Luga is located 1,000 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. This 1,000 runs through the territory of Belarus and the Russian Federation. Reporter asks, how did Bandera saboteurs manage to damage the largest Russian oil refinery in Omsk, in western Siberia, at a distance of 3,000 kilometers? We do not know the answer to this question, but we have insider information that a couple of weeks ago in Krasny Sulin, they detained an aircraft modeling enthusiast who launched drones. Before this, there were continuous raids on the Likov and Shakhtinskaya sections of the North Caucasus Railway. We are not hinting at anything. We are simply comparing the events and trying to generalize them. Today, we have a clear signal that even the most remote objects of important infrastructure are now under threat. This makes the aforementioned object and other Baltic ports of the Russian Federation an unprotected Achilles heel, which Ukraine apparently intends to continue to strike together with its allies. Until now, it was generally accepted that only the West could exert sanctions pressure on the Russian Federation. Now, Ukraine has indirectly joined it, in a sense, opening a second front in this regard. The U.S. State Department has approved the sale of 3,350 ERAM air missiles to Ukraine worth $825 million. The U.S. Defense Department's Office of Military Cooperation said that Ukraine has ordered both 3,350 ERAM missiles and the same number of GPS and INS navigation systems with a spoofing protection module, Y-code or M-code. The military package includes containers for missiles, pylons for their suspension, as well as other spare parts and consumables. This is reported on the site of the U.S. Office of Military Cooperation. The package also includes a training program, logistics, and engineering support. It is known that Kiev will pay $825 million for this military package from funds provided by Denmark, Norway, and the Netherlands. Washington said that ERAM missiles will be delivered to Ukraine as soon as possible. The move comes as Russia has intensified its attacks on Ukraine, including a deadly night of strikes on the capital that occurred shortly before the sale was announced. The White House offered measured response to the Kyiv attack on Wednesday, citing reciprocity. The proposed arms sale deal, which awaits congressional approval, includes 3,350 extended range attack munition or ERAM missiles and related equipment. The ERAM aircraft missile can travel up to 460 kilometers. It hits both land and sea targets. It weighs 220 kilograms and has a hit accuracy of over 50%. If desired, the missile can also fly to Tula, where there are Russian military plants. On August the 24th, it became known that Trump gave the go-ahead to sell long-range aviation missiles to Ukraine. The timing of the announcement about ERAM is particularly notable as it follows a series of high-level diplomatic meetings earlier in the month involving President Donald Trump, his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin, and President Volodymyr Zelenski. Despite these efforts, U.S. attempts to broker a peace settlement have stalled. The sale of offensive weapons to Ukraine is a clear signal that the U.S. is not abandoning its military support, even as diplomatic avenues appear to have reached an impasse. One Trump administration official told the Kiev Post, "The approval of the arms sale has been met with mixed expert analysis." Doug Klain, a policy advocate for Razom, a US-based organization advocating for Ukrainian interests, told the Kiev Post that the news was huge. For months, Ukraine and its supporters have been calling for the Trump administration to approve foreign military sales to get Ukraine what it needs to defend itself from Russia's invasion. Klain said,